Hey everybody, I'm Jesse and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. And today I'm going to talk about self-reliance as a people, not as an individual. Because it's obvious to me that the American people have to rely on ourselves. I saw the other day, and I didn't pay real close attention to it, but I saw the other day that they had just wrapped up some kind of concert to raise money for the people of Carolina after the hurricane. And it hit me that we're always doing this. There are always, there are always these concerts and these events to raise money for disaster victims or for whatever, AIDS or something like that. And why don't we have to do that for war? Why don't we have to do that, to fund wars? The government just takes care of those. Boom, they've got money for that. So we don't have to help out. We don't have to help, fund some foreign war because the government's got plenty of money for that. We don't have to raise money to have, to give gender affirming health care to illegal immigrants. No, the government will take care of that. We don't have to raise money to give illegal immigrants free housing and food. The government's got that. I can go down the list of just ridiculous, useless, and even horrifying things that are done around the world using our tax money, and we don't have to raise money for them. We as individuals, we as American people, the government, our tax money is available for that. But when it comes time that we need our tax money back, the government doesn't have it. We've got to raise up more. We've got to kick in more. And I was watching an interview or something with Biden where he basically said that. He said the American people got to step up. We've already stepped up. You took it out of my check. But that's the world we live in now. That's the America we live in now. We fund wars and all this other stuff, ridiculous, crazy crap with the money that they take from us. But we can't help each other with that money. We've got to give more. If this isn't the exact definition of insanity and hypocrisy, I don't know what it is. And it just keeps getting worse. This is I can see the snowball going down the hill, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It keeps getting worse. And with the election coming up, we're about to find out, I don't know what we're going to find out in this election, but we're going to find something out because the rooted establishment in there is going to try to get their way and screw over the American people no matter who's in there, no matter who the president is. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a wild ride though. Next 3 months, 2.5 months until the inauguration, and then we'll just have to see what happens afterward. But it's a really difficult time to be alive. That is because there's so much change so fast. I mean, just in the last 10 years, this country has changed dramatically in the last 10 years. In the last 20 or 30 years, technology has changed it. There's been more change since I was a kid until today than there has been from the dawn of time until I was a kid. It's crazy when you think about it. But we went over to the voting office over there to cast our ballot, and that place was packed. So there's a lot of interest. There's a lot of people participating, and I see that as a good thing. We're supposed to be governed by the people. It's just crazy to see how far it's gotten away from that. And not only the government structure, but the social structure and the culture. Like it just went off the rails, all of it. Everything has just gone completely off the rails. And not in a really hopeful, great direction. And the crazy part is a lot of our population, a decent sized chunk of our population, believes that it is going in a good direction. They're locked in with the government, with the system, and they actually believe that they're the resistance. It's just complete brainwashing. I mean, all the way through to where you think they believe that they are the resistance when they're in lockstep with the authority. So, I don't know. That's hard to understand. You know, being raised up on movies, post-apocalyptic movies, and movies about, you know, how the underdog and the resistance and all this stuff. You always root for the little guy, and then to watch people just actively side with the oppressors, with the big government, big brother. Just that's crazy to me. I'd never imagined that would happen. That a whole swath of the population would just side with Big Brother and say, yeah, that's what we want. That just baffles me. All right, I'll leave you there with that. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to become a member of Gen X Thinks, I'll leave that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page to join up there. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for those of you who do that. Or you can hop over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. I'll put that link down in the description too. If you're interested in Gen X gear, you can head over to Redbubble and check out that stuff over there. T-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee mugs, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff over there. Gen X Thinks and Gen X branded stuff. And I'll put that link down in the description as well. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out a lot. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Things, please put those down in the comments, or you can email us in the emails over on the channel page. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.